The 19-year-old multi-talented artist just signed with Interscope Records and is set to release her first EP soon, even though her videos have more than 94 million views on YouTube and she has 1.6 million Twitter followers and counting. Jasmine doesn't think she's, quote, famous. She's just sharing passion with those who want to listen, creating a digital footprint in a new kind of music industry. Jasmine joins us now. Jasmine, it is so good to see you. I hear you have an amazing story about the way you were discovered.
Yes.
It's sort of a dream story.
It's so nice to be here. Oh, well, I could tell you about how all that happened. I'm originally from San Jose, California, so it's like a 5.5-hour drive to LA every time. So I would always go back and forth when I was 11 years old, and I started off with acting and modeling. And one day I was just walking down the street with my little brother and my family, and I was singing to him, and some guy walking the completely opposite direction hears me. And we get in our little minivan, and he comes knocking on my grandma's side of the window, and he's like, "Is that your granddaughter?" And my grandma's scared because she doesn't even know who's like knocking at her window. And he ended up talking to my mother and telling her, you know, she's so little, but she has a really big voice. So that's how I kind of discovered YouTube a little bit. Because he recorded me singing, put it on YouTube, sent it around to people he knew in the industry, and it got to the lady who's my manager now. She's been my manager for almost 11 years. So when I met her, it was through all those little YouTube videos, and she was working with Damon Dash, so I got signed at 12.
It just gives you so much more agency than someone who's as talented as you would have had 10, 20 years ago, when you basically had to go knock on label doors and say, like, hey, you don't know me, but can I sing for you? Could a star like you have existed 20 years ago?
You know, it's so crazy because now there's so many different ways to, you know, send stuff out. Like, you know, when I was younger, I had to definitely, you know, go into meetings. I would be in like bossa nova, and my manager would be like, sing, and then I would just get up and I would sing to everybody. And times have definitely changed. Like, you know, I would go, like, everywhere I went when I was younger, I would sing to everybody. I didn't have any music. I didn't have any things to show them. I didn't have any album, no mixtape. So I would definitely have to go, you know, to everybody and sing that to them. And then as I got older and I started putting out YouTube videos, started recording songs, it got a little easier.
You know, you are not the only big star to make it on YouTube. Justin Bieber, of course, who you worked with on his video, Baby, I Gotta Know. What was it like working with the Biebs?
Oh, it was really fun. It was my first time being in a video that wasn't my own. So you know, at first it was kind of weird to be in a video where you have no, you know, part in the song. So it was a really cool experience for the first time. My first time meeting him, first time really realizing who he was. I really didn't know he had any music before that. So I had a lot of fun. I got to bowl, I got to meet a lot of great people, and it was just a great experience. And it, you know, till this day, it definitely helped a lot. So I'm very thankful for it.
You know, I've been following you on social media, and you have such a big presence. There are so many young girls, young guys who are huge fans of yours. I wonder, how do you keep a level head? I mean, we see all of these young artists, young actors, you know, the curse of the young child actor. How do you keep it all together?
To be honest, it goes a long way with the people I'm around. Like, everybody that works with me is like family, really good friends, and like you know, my parents are really supportive. They raised me well to always keep, you know, my feet on the ground when it comes to things. My older brother is amazing. You know, just like my manager, like just my whole team around me, like really kept me grounded and really made me realize that at the end of the day, you can't change. And I grew up with that mentality. Like, so I never really got excited about a lot of things and be like, oh my God, this is about to happen. And everybody's like, why are you not excited? I was like, well, I don't like to count, you know, my eggs before they hatch. I wait for that moment to be excited. And just growing up, I've always been very quiet when it comes to like different opportunities, because you don't want to get too excited about something and then it doesn't happen, and then you have that moment of disappointment and like regret and like, you know. So I always wait. I'm always super silent on the low when it comes to different things.